Hi guys, this is New Meta and today I wanna talk about Armadon. I was genuinely surprised when I noticed that nobody plays this hero. In Tier 5, MVP managed to win a game with a Bristleback, and the Armadon just overall better Bristleback. Although there are some differences in Armadon playstyle, they mostly related to HoN items rather than hero itself, and I will cover them. So let's start by looking at his abilities. Storm slows the target and lowers the armor. At level 4 of this ability, in 5 stacks, you can achieve an 80% movement slow and reduce armor by 12.5 points, which is huge. Try not cancel your attack animation with ability animation when chasing an enemy. Worth mentioning that minus armor part does not work on Conquer. Spine Burst deals physical area damage and inflicts more bonus damage the more you cast it. You can also use a skill to farm stacks. The Armadillo reduces damage taken if you turn your back to the source of incoming damage. And now the big difference. You only need to take 150 damage from the back to release additional Spine Burst instead of 250. If you do a quick math, you'll need to take around 2000 damage from behind to deal maximum amount of 400 with your W. And after that, you can think of any additional 150 HP as a 400 area damage in ideal situation. And finally, his ultimate. It's the main reason Armadon considered as a semi-carry or even carry, because it's a free damage, move speed and attack speed. Your skill build in every game will be pretty much the same. You want to take one level of Spine Burst to last, then take one value point in Snowstorm and Armadillo. After that, max out W, taking your ultimate whenever is possible. Next, you should put points in Armadillo with solar ability and level up Snowstorm last. Sometimes, when you have a hard time at offlane, it is allowed to skip your Q and take more points in E first. Armadon is perfectly fit for the offlane role, because he can survive and leverage gold and solo experience. The enemy team needs to spend a lot of resources to really put a pressure on you. If you see that they are not going to contribute anything, you should buy a buckler, guardian ring and 2 sets of blightstones. In other case, guardian ring, blightstones, health potion, 3 minor totems and buy a buckler later at the sideshow. The first item should be Ring of the Teacher. Armadon have a big in-game, but low starting mana. Ring of the Teacher solves problems and allows you to last hit with a Spine Burst in a worse situation. When you run out of regen, you should have enough money for Life Tube, and later upgrade it into the Helm of the Black Legion. Another important item is Power Supply. You can survive a lot of spells cast on you after that turn with additional HP and mana. The main boost should be Steam Boots. You are able to leverage the strength and attack speed more than move speed from Ghost Magic. In the mid game, another useful item would be a Frostburn. Attributes, attack speed, move speed, all of this is super useful for Armadon. The common mistake is to buy Shaman's Headdress or Barbed Armor. Barbed Armor only good if you are behind, as they have huge burst potential. To put it simple, if you have 1000 HP and someone kills you, you deal 1000 pure damage to them. But if 5 people kills you, you only deal around 200 to each. Keep that in mind. The Headdress gives you resistance, but does not give you HP, and you want HP for Armadillo and Spine Burst to work. In most cases, simple wrestling should be enough. Another not so useful item is Abyssal Skull. It just not gives you enough and takes one inventory slot. It's better for support to carry an hour item. Now for the late game items. 2 magic purchases are Behemoth Heart and Demonic Breastplate. One gives you damage and HP, ergo more Spine Bursts. The other lowers armor of enemies for W to deal more damage. Since you are a strength hero and have low agility, the armor and the attack speed from Breastplate helps a lot. After that, in Dota, usually everyone would get an Abyssal Blade. Since HoN does not have that option and Armadillo needs only 150 damage to proc, that means you should buy more HP items such as Frostful Skull and Symbol of Rage. That way, you are not only relying on the right click, but also on a Spine Burst damage. Some people are buying a Frostfield blade to receive more armor, but personally I think the most expensive part, i.e. accolade stuff, is just wasted. Late game you already have more than enough mana. Until level 6 you want to play safe and farm at least your life to without dying, but after the level 6 you have a lot of opportunities to kill enemy supports. Since you don't have the best farming tools, you should play more active, push and take out the towers, pressure or even kill their carries and participate in teamfight. After you get a fast helm of the Black Legion with a power supply, you become very tanky. You can play aggressively, but also know your limits. In the mid and late game you should stick with your teammates because you are a great frontliner. In teamfights, focus squishy supports without escapes. Your best allies are those who can heal you: Ophelia, Jerizaiah, Demented Shaman, or lower opponent's armor, Pestilence, Soul Stealer, Corrupt Disciple. Your main enemies are heroes with long disables, Tundra, Keen, Succubus, and also who can lower your armor. I think Armadon is an underestimated hero, and you should give him a shot.